What's up, everybody? This is Ty, and this is Gibson's Garage. This here's my 66 F100. I haven't posted an update video in a long time. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I've been busy, and I haven't really cared to edit or done anything with editing. But I figured I'd give y'all an update real quick on this 66 Ford. As many of you know, this is my 66 F100. It's got a Crown Vic swap in it, and I posted some early videos on it, but honestly haven't posted enough. If you want to go follow my Instagram, it's Project 1966 F100. That's where I post all my stuff for now. I need to get back into the YouTube stuff. But here's just an update video on, like, if you're wondering if you want a Crown Vic swap your truck or anything like that, I highly suggest it. I mean, I drove this thing in Tennessee a few weeks ago and drove it another 3 hours up to North Georgia and back. Drove it all around. I mean, I drive this thing every single day. I get about 16 miles per gallon on the highway, and with race fuel I get about 22 miles per gallon. So it's super cool. But it's got the 4.6 V8 out of a Crown Victoria. Had the automatic as well, but I blew that up. So I ended up putting a 5-speed out of a 03 Mustang. It's got the Crown Vic front suspension, just stock 03 Mustang wheels for now. It's got the poor man paint job, which is a patina. When I bought it, it was wrecked, so I just changed the fender in the door. But I put some cheap halos in there, and they're really dirty right now. But yeah, I took a road trip in this thing and haven't cleaned it since. Cleaned the undercarriage. The whole thing's bedlined underneath. It had a frame off restoration. It's got BBK long tube headers off in a 4.6 Mustang. It's got trick flow valve covers. Other than that, the motor's basically stock, new alternator, a couple other things. It's got power disc brakes all the way around. It's got a 97 rear end out of a 4 Explorer. Some Flowmaster 40 exhaust, Dixie horn, and tequila horn. It's got cutouts. They sound pretty cool. The rubber on top there is because when I was fitting it up, I'm just lazy and haven't taken that off yet, but it was hitting the bed, so I didn't want it to scratch that. God forbid. But I mean, it's got some LED taillights from eBay. There's some smoke lenses for 67 to 72, I believe. It's got 72 housings in it with 67 lenses. These were like 20 bucks on eBay for the lens and the smoked cap and the LED boards. So ordered them and put them in there. They've done nothing but good for me. I widened the wheel wells a little bit so I can run fat tires eventually. Put a Mustang tank in the rear, and this is kind of temporary. I haven't really set it up right yet, but there's the tank. I'm just, you know, it works. On the interior here, I welded this up, and that's all seam sealer. Because when I did this, I didn't know you were not supposed to seam seal. You're supposed to like body fill it or something. It looked fine, but I didn't want it to leak, so I probably should have done it on the inside. But who cares? It's got vent windows that all work good. These will be completely redone soon. I'm redoing all that when I do paint. Interior will be done soon. It's just got the normal bench and all the normal door panels. Handles from LMC Truck. It's got a steering wheel off someone on eBay. That turned out real nice. It's got a 72 column in it because when I had put the automatic in, I used the automatic on the column, and then now I've manual swapped it, so I just got rid of that and just been using the column. Have the original column to go back in it, but then again, the time thing, I haven't really had much time. It's got the Crown Vic gauges in there. Unfortunately, I cracked over here. I was pretty upset about that. But it's got two odometer gauges. One's fuel gauge and one's oil gauge, oil pressure. Using the original ignition. Just wired it all into the factory harness. Parking brake stuff works. Put the manual pedals back in from the Crown Vic, or from the F100 for the manual trans. Put a Hurst shifter in it, Hurst handle, Hurst ball. Built a Crown Royal bag for my shift boot. Radio's not plugged in right now because I'm recording this, but it's just got a cheap radio on there. Put some speakers up in the dash where the defroster goes. I got a Patriot Diagnostic Systems out of a diesel truck. It's a tuner out of a diesel, but it works good for gauge cluster when you can't use it anymore. Well, that was my boss driving by, but he just stopped and made sure I wasn't broke down. But I've only broke down, I think, once in this thing. And that was because of a rear brake line going out. I flexed it too much, and I had it mounted wrong in the axle and cracked the brake line. I built all the brake lines in here, so I fixed it in like a day. But I'll show you the undercarriage. It's got leaf springs still. There's the gas tank. There's my 8.8 rear end. It's a little dirty right now from some filled gas, but it's got a ballistic fabrication cover on it. It's got just the basic leaf springs from General Spring. I bought new leaf springs. Got a 4x4 axle flip kit in there that I use normal, but I use the plates and the leaf springs for, and the shock mounts. Put all that in, and it works good. Exhaust completely done. Frame's nice. needs a few things, but you know, it's all lower in the front. It's got Andrew Patterson 80 or ATP coilovers up front. They're Vikings, but he builds mounts for them up front here. See, it's got the sway bar, just a couple other things, new bumpers and stuff. Other than that, I mean, it's a pretty good truck. If you're debating on if you want to Crown Vic swap your truck, if you want to daily your truck and have a comfortable ride doing it, I highly suggest Crown Vic. I mean, I get great gas mileage doing this. If you have something just sitting in the woods that's got a locked up motor or something, or if you got in a wreck and had bent frame with bent I-beams, like I did, with a crappy motor in it, tear it all apart, because you don't have to deal with the bent frame on this. You just bend it back to get the brackets lined up, support that, and then you just put your suspension in. So it drives amazing. It's pretty quick, but highly suggest it. Love my truck. That's just a quick little update for you guys. Hope this is helpful in any way. I'll try to post more. And again, I work full time and I go to college, so we'll see about that. But if y'all have any questions, just comment below or write me on Instagram. I'll respond to all those. But yep, this here's my '66 Ford, and I'm Ty Gibson. Peace out.